Hello again. We will have just another episode of Light of Truth because I'm lonely. Today on Light of Truth, early morning edition at 7 o'clock. Well, the news. My English, my yearnings. Cannabis legalization. Arguments against it. Same. I can't do this in English. It's too rooted in my German language somehow. Cause so there were many arguments against it, many pro or a long. It was a long fight for the movement, for the cannabis movement, get to this point until they reach politicians and politics and the actual process. Well, yeah, the arguments against it are obvious. It's a psychedelic drug, and it can bring complications to civic life, like every other substance, like fucking tobacco, alcohol does already, even caffeine, especially in minors. And I don't think we could wage up one evil against another. But I want to talk about the pro-cannabis. The actual turning point was that cannabis is consumed in a large scale in Germany, and decriminalization would give the justification more room for actual crimes instead of people hurting themselves over abuse, over self-abuse. And the thing with pro-cannabis, some weird things this pro-cannabis people bring me up. When I tell a pro-cannabis person that I consume CBD sometimes, there's something, yeah, CBD is super bad, it gives you kidney stones and makes you impotent and shit. And hell, dude, your fucking THC does the fucking exact same thing. Nobody cares. No, it's you treat it like a cure. It's a relief. Yeah, it's a relief, but it comes with a cost. It's not a. You're ruining your lungs. And overall, the long-term use, you already crippled your brain, and you just use weed to bring your brain state back to normal. And when the high and everything flows out, your actual brain damage kicks in, and you're just not as functional as you would if you hadn't badly smoked weed. Just process in the brain that's getting slowed, and another process in the brain that's getting super speeded, and that's the whole magic about it. And it's not worth it in my opinion. It's just stress. At the end of the day, it's just stress for your organism. Sometimes it's, with the substances, I can just tell from the perspective of someone who's damaged by these substances. I can tell you sometimes you need this kick once in a while to bring you back on track, maybe. But I don't think the long-term use is any good. And even the smallest Even the smallest consumption makes you more vulnerable. Every time you take it, you actually damaging your organism, your DNA, or your potential. You become more and more the person you are on drugs, and you forget how to be yourself without drugs. And that's with every of the substances. You get nervous damage, organic damage. And for me personally, the worst thing is cigarettes. It's cigarettes. God damn. And no, this cannabis will bring so much more people back to smoking. Tobacco, wacko, tobacco. I don't know. When I was a stoner or something like a stoner, I was advocating for it. With the years, with the less I smoked, the less important it became to me, and the more obvious it became to me that it's nonsensical. I don't know, political view, point of view. It's yeah, I think maybe it's a needed, it's a demand. The demand will be satisfied. It's a demand of the people and it will be satisfied. The market provides, even though it's not market. It's just more like I'm allowing it. The people have spoken. We allow it, but don't gain on it, motherfucker. I mean, the tax on tobacco is so fucking high. It's like freaking the processing of the tobacco, and the taxes make up 90% of the price and even more. It's ridiculous. And I don't know where this money goes. I totally don't understand where this money goes in different departments. Hopefully in health insurance, in the public health insurance. But yeah, it's a disease. It's a disease. It's same with the cannabis. It's a disease. I can see it as a disease. It's especially if you are not. You need some sort of resilience for these drugs. You need some sort of resilience and personal drive and social structure to survive within the ecosystem of the drug. But it's the same with, yeah, everything. What about autism, generalization, jumping to conclusions? Oh, we did this a lot. We will see how it turns out. I think chaos will break free. Some of these cannabis users will become very aggressive because they numbed themselves so much over it. And I'm really curious how the police will handle this, and just somehow opens the door for razzia, how do we call it? The police raiding your home over cannabis. I think this will become more easier by the politics, by the jurisdicative. My English is so bad. I noticed this. It's so bad. I need more practice. And I'm full of swear words. I say so much swear words when I speak English. It's yeah. The best thing about actually is I can just encourage you to do some videos like this, like talk about something happening, because it's very self-reflective and you can analyze yourself and see the other side of the mirror of the world we live in. Yeah, people gonna act up like little children that given their PlayStation back, and they will. Yeah. I need to find a decent job, man. I'm in debt. I need a job. I can't do this. I must fucking get back on track, man. You must go back on track, young man. What else can I tell you? Yeah, one another thing, this cannabis legalization showed how less many people understand from politics. They're never interested in politics, but on this topic they got super tingly and actually maybe somehow learned how the system works at some point. Because of how our laws are put in order and all. Yeah, government is a complicated thing. It's really tricky. Many chambers and such. I could never do this. I could never be a politician. Sorry. I'm way too introverted, or I'm not the guy who stands there and going out pushing my opinion. I would say I'm not much opinionated. I'm just emotional. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, I can put my when I'm not forced to work, or when I don't force myself to work, I'm smoking, and it's ruining me. It's ruining me every second. It's became so much of essential for the social being I am. Aside from this, I'm just the guy who does the thing. But with the cigarette, I'm the social being somehow. I don't know. Entities, drift, velocity, psychokinetics. I don't know. Rubbish. Oh, rubbish all over again. Over and out. This was Light of Truth, early morning edition, on the 23rd of the year 2000. Yeah, my tongue. No. The current year, it's the current year. Goodbye.